back. This is episode 15 of Blindfolded Dark Souls. Let's get right into this, guys. So, if you guys remember from last episode, I talked about buying the grave key. And what the grave key opens is if you come through here, that door right there. So essentially, we're going to be building a path to get to that door and continue through, because there's an NPC we want to get to. But to afford the grave key, we have to farm some souls. And I think it's best if I just demonstrate it. So we're going to be using our former run, doing our first 26 steps and then turning 3 to the left. First we gotta wait for the gong though. Alright, so we're just going to do this full lineup, and then we're going to stop when we get to the birds, and then that's when I'll explain the rest of the plan. So we're just waiting for him to run to us. He's going to freeze. Here comes the run. Freeze. Felt pretty clean, so we're just going to wait for the birds now. Right there. So basically, when you die in this game, you drop a bloodstain on the ground. And it shows like the last 10 seconds of what happened before you died. But when you pick up your bloodstain, you also recover the souls that you had lost previously, or that you had. So I'm going to take 10 steps. I'm going to wait for the next arrow shower, then I'm going to take 5 steps, and I'm going to wait for the arrow shower. But basically, after all these arrow showers, I'm going to get a bunch of souls from all these guys dying. So I just took my 10 steps. Then I'm going to take 5 steps in a second, and then I'm going to stand still for a while, maybe like 10 seconds, and then I'm just going to turn straight right and jump off the edge. And now all I have to do is repeat the run exactly. So take my 5 steps. All I have to do is get back to this spot, or close to it, enough where I can spam A, pick it up, and then I'll have gained 500 souls, plus the 500 souls of the current run. So I need to do this 3 times, or maybe 4 times, to get 1500 souls, and then that should be enough to get the grave key. Let's just wait here. Sounds like that's it. We've waited here for a while, so hard right. Just gonna fall, and then I'm gonna repeat that 2 or 3 more times, and then that'll give us enough souls. Our souls aren't here. So something ain't right. Our souls are not here. So we messed up somewhere. Okay, we messed up the second time because our souls are in the correct spot. So I did something wrong. Damn. Like I said, we're just going to wait here for a couple seconds. That way we know our bloodstain is going to be here when we come back. Easy. Like, I'm surprised we didn't get our bloodstain there. Easy. Just wait here again for another couple seconds. Just so we know our bloodstain's gonna be here. Easy peasy. Okay, I'm not seeing the bloodstain. Last time I pulled up left. Oh, I just got it. Okay, huge. I'm gonna pop a homeward bone, assuming we got them, but we may not have. Because I can just reset. Okay, I did get them. Sheet. But they'll still be there. The thing is, if you spawn at the bonfire, it might spawn you in a different spot than when you die and respawn at the bonfire. Let's see. No, it looks the same. Okay. We should be able to recover this. Was it not right beside this? That wasn't it, that was an item. Huge! Okay, now we can homeward bone out. Easy. So we should have our souls now. Let's go, guys, let's go! So we did waste a homeward bone, but we got 2.4k. Easy money. Got a little extra. So now we can buy the grave key. Let's go! Alright, while we're here, also there's another thing I discovered too. So originally, whenever I had leftover souls, I would buy homeward bones, and then if I didn't have enough, I would just buy fire bombs so that I could sell them in the future if I needed to. But the thing is, you can buy fire bombs for $100 or 100 souls, and they only sell for 10 souls. So it's basically you're getting 1/10 of your money. But with prism stones, they sell for 10 souls, and she'll buy them back for 5 souls, so we're keeping 50% of our money. So I'm going to put all of my souls into prism stones, so that way I have basically $500 in the future. Now let's go hit this run. Now I have done some practicing already, just through the first section, getting to the door, so I feel like I have that pretty locked in. I'll try to demonstrate that for you in a second. But then together we'll kind of go through and build the rest of the run, because it is pretty long, so I'll try to demonstrate that for you. Now the first section is 5 steps forward, and I'm going to turn back right, so I'm on the bridge, and I'm going to run about 15 steps, so I'm in the corner beside the door, and I'm going to hold top left for 4 steps. You're going to hear me like come inside, and it's going to sound like stone, and then top left again, and then I'm going to do about 10 steps, maybe 11, like 10 and a half. It kind of varies, because if you do 10 solid, sometimes you're too short and you'll hit a wall, but if you do 11 and you're kind of far up in your run, then you'll hit a different wall. So we kind of have to find that weird in between. So let's try it out, guys. First thing's 5 steps. 5. I'm gonna go back right, then 15 sprint. I'm gonna go top left here and just walk 4 steps. And then I'm gonna kind of go left, like between left and top left, and then 10 steps. The fact that I think I might have gone too hard left, because the torch should be directly beside us, but it sounds like it's still in front of me. I hear the rats. If you listen to the torch, it sounds kind of diagonal left and front. So now it should be directly left. I'm gonna pop a hard right here. Hopefully we didn't lock onto any rats. Can't tell if they see us or something. Just gonna go for it. Easy. So we got the door. So basically now we need to craft a run where we can drop down here, maybe grab this ladder so we're like lined up straight. Oh shit. Not sure if they'd follow or not. We'll use the dagger down here just because we can hit through walls. We'll have to pull through here, take a left. There's nice straight lines, but there are also enemies, which means locking on might not always be possible. Well, to get through here, These guys are a real pain because they hunt you for a long time. They don't just drop aggro right away. We'll have to run all the way through here. Again, more straight lines, but there are enemies, which will make it trickier. To get all the way through here. More straight lines. This one has a bit of a curve to it though. And there's kind of a doorway in an open wall. So we might have to take care of this guy. Oh, he's got a lot of HP. So take care of him. Find our way into this doorway. Weird kind of diagonal through here. We want to try to get this ladder before the rats spawn. Because once they start spawning, they'll be a huge pain to deal with blindfolded. So if we can just get to this ladder. If you listen closely, there's a weird screeching noise in front of us. So we can use that to kind of guide us to this ladder. We come all the way through here. Take a left and get this NPC. So it's going to be a bit of a tricky run, but I think we can manage it, guys. Start practicing. Alright, so I've been practicing a little bit with this run, you know, just the start section here, getting into the sewer. And I did a little bit of step counting, you know, actually getting into the sewer, so we're just going to try, see if we can put something together here. But I don't really have high hopes, you know. I'm hoping we can do this whole section under 25 runs, but let's see. So, let's just take this nice and slow, 5 steps. Back right. 15 steps, sprinting. Up, and then diagonal up to the left. 4 steps. Then up left again for 10 steps, roughly. Alright, so the torch is beside us, but it's not like directly in our left ear, so we're just going to nudge forward. Okay, right about there, it's like directly in the center of my left ear. I hear rats. I'm going to hope that they don't really bother me here. I'm also going to look up and then to the right and lock in, just in case they're right below me. If I look to the right first, I might lock it on them. Alright, I'm just going to run for it. Second drop. Roughly 10 steps there, sprinting. We should be at the back wall. I'm going to turn left. Should be another like 10 steps. Alright, so now in this next section here, just going to ensure I'm on the back wall. In this next section here, it's going to be roughly 13 sprinting steps, but I cannot use the lock-on button. I have to basically go straight and then like veer right. If I lock on, there's always a chance I hit an enemy or lock onto an enemy, so I'm going to basically do my 13 steps and then like 3.5 to 4 holding to the like diagonal right. But I'm just going to try to free solo this, right? And then basically another 13-ish steps. I'm going to run out of stamina. I haven't counted that, so we're just going to try to, you know, free solo this. But it's basically forward, to the right, forward, to the right, and then just sprint super far forward. Let's see if we can do this, guys. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're stuck on something. Just keep going forward and to the right. Sounds like we're in like the next section, kinda. Easy. Alright, so I'm totally lost at this point. Basically, we're just going to try to run until we hear it open up. I do hear a torch in front of me. And its position is not changing, which makes me think I'm stuck on something. changing. The sound changed. We're outside. Are we outside? God damn. I'm alive. Alright. I was so lost though. I don't even know what happened, so I gotta practice that a little bit more. Being able to lock on is really gonna suck. It might be worth, instead of turning right away, maybe getting into a corner, killing the enemies, and then trying to kill. So we were here last time. Right turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13. Just getting to here is going to be tricky. Because once we kill... Like, if we can tuck into this corner, maybe it'll be worth using the sword here. But we gotta run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Again, no locking on. Okay. Alright guys, we got some ideas cooking here. Let's see what we put together. Okay, so honestly, it's probably worth killing that guy. And then we could probably most of the time, get ourselves back tucked into this corner. We just hold up to the left and wiggle it. Now, as to if we want to be here or here, we're most likely to get stuck on this tombstone. So it's probably worth it to wiggle and try to get ourselves locked here rather than staying in this corner, because most of the time we'll probably be here. And then if we go hard right, and let's just push forward and see what happens. So we do get stuck. Let's bring that back. If we go back right, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Okay, that's actually giving me some ideas. So, let's just do some counting here. So let's assume we can make it out here. I will have to count steps, but just... once I make it to the end here, if I turn around... ten diagonal into the wall, 7 forward. Alright, then getting past these rats is going to be a pain. I really don't want to have to kill these guys, because killing rats already sucks, and blindfolded is going to be so difficult. So let's just try getting to this point. You know, let's put something together here. Ah, damn. Okay, something did not... Oh, wow. We really moved forward. 15. Okay, that's very promising. One guy dead. Okay, we should be like in our corner here. So, what was it again? Shoot. Okay, it was back right. 2 steps forward, 2 to the left diagonal, and then just book it. Shit, did I lock on? Yeah, I did. Okay, that's the 3rd guy right there. Book it, listen for water. We're outside, we're outside. Keep going forward. Keep going forward. This is really big, guys. This is actually really big. Okay, I think we can assume we're at the back wall. We're gonna wait 10 to 15 seconds, just see if anything is coming up behind us before we make our play. I don't hear anything. Okay, so essentially we're gonna do what we practice. We're gonna turn backwards, get ourselves snug into the wall, and take like 10 steps, I think diagonal right. So we'll start with turning around. 2, 3, 10. Then it should be 10 steps forward, or sorry, 7 steps forward. Hopefully we're lined up with the door here. Now if we're lined up with the door, we'll listen for the drop. There's a... we'll drop. Okay, we're honestly just going to try eyeball veering right. The thing is we need to save stamina for if we get onto the ladder, because if we get hit and we're at 0 stamina, we'll get knocked off. But we also have to get to the ladder fast. So we're just going to fucking send it. Something did not work here. Something worked, something worked. Something's not right. Something is so not right. How am I in the rat pit? No rats are attacking me and I'm not moving forward. Can somebody explain? Okay, that was a really good run though. Now one thing I was concerned about was this pillar here. Okay, maybe we listen for the drop. Because we might be able to get to this ladder. Okay, so from the ladder we turn left, 5 forward, 5 diagonal left, 5 diagonal right, and spam A. So let's see if we can get that. Okay, that's fucked up. Okay, something's not right here. Yeah. Where did we get caught? Oh my god, what is happening? Why is the entrance literally invisible? I don't understand. Oh. Damn it. Not even close. Shit. Alright, I'm gonna rewatch footage, see where we're going wrong, because something's not adding up here. Alright, so I studied the footage for about like 20 minutes there. And there's a few things I noticed. So we'll kind of walk through and break everything down. Now the start section here, the first 5 steps, turning, 15 steps, then 4 steps, and then we get to about here. Now this part's all usually very clean. I'll usually be very lined up. Sometimes I'll be a little far to the right. What happens is I'll hit one of these pillars and it'll usually just kind of line me up. Now, when I take, usually I aim to take 10 to 12 steps and I'll try to listen for the flame. But I noticed near the end, I was taking closer to 12 steps every time. Now 10 steps gets me to about right here. So what I should be doing is taking 10 or 11 steps, or what I should do is I'll start taking 10 steps and then I'll nudge and then turn. Because what I've been doing is like 10 or 12, I'll get here and I'll think, oh, I'm not quite there, I'll nudge a little further, and then I'm going either to this pillar or past the pillar and I'm just tanking my runs. Sometimes I'll get lucky and I'll still like manage to turn in and get into the doorway, but it's just inconsistent. So I really just gotta trust the 10, maybe nudge it a little past that, but do not push the 10 because I'm going too far and it's just tanking my runs. Now the first big mistake I noticed is I'm looking up. Now, like I said, the reason I look up is so that if I turn to the right and then lock on, if a rat is right there and I'm turned to the right, there's a chance I'll lock onto it. But what I can do is I'll just wait for there to be no rats walking by, and then I'll lock on, because looking up is actually ruining the next section of the run. So I'll show you that right now. So once I get through here, I'll run through the doorway, everything's nice and clean. This whole section, you know, has been working really well. Everything up to this point, I'm not getting stuck on any of these parts. I can get cleanly into here. Now what happens is, I'll get into this corner. If my camera is flat, this is how it works. I'll take my 2 or 3 swings, pull back in the corner, and as you can see, my camera stayed relatively flat. You know, it makes this kill pretty easy, and I can get back into my comfortable spot without having to worry about being unaligned. But what happens is, if I tilt my camera up, it stays tilted even after I drop into the rat pit. So what happens is when I take my swings here, it has a much higher, as you can see, it like fully turned the camera. So if it catches weird, if it catches on something on the ground, or just in any of these really tight spaces, if my camera's too tilted, or if I tilt it like just at the wrong angle, it'll essentially, it can butcher this section of the run by tilting me into a position that I do not want to be in. So no more tilting the camera, just keep it flat, you know, run with it. Once I get to here, I've been going back right, and then 2 steps forward, 2 diagonal left. I don't think 2 diagonal left is enough. I'm going to start doing 3. There's not really a risk of getting caught on anything on the left side. It's a pretty flat wall, but the right side I've been getting caught on almost every single time, and that's what's killing my runs. So we'll try that here. We're going to go back right. Okay, that was a little excessive. I pulled a little too hard there. Back right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, and then I think I'll just kind of wiggle left, because there's not really anything for me to get stuck on the left side, but the right side is killing my runs. Now this is definitely an issue. I cannot get stuck behind this guy. But what I was doing was getting stuck here and everywhere on the right side. So I'm going to have to basically wait for him to wake up, but not wait so long that he blocks me, if that makes sense. But I think with this new refined run, it should make all of this a lot easier. While we're down here, we're also just going to practice the rat section. Alright, so I noticed too, on the one time I did get to the sewer, my lineup almost worked, but I gotta maybe be more aggressive pulling to the right here. Because I don't want to progress super far, I really just want to pull myself into this wall. So let's maybe refine this a little bit. So I'll try turning around. But I think this is a good spot. This seems like a big consistent rock to get stuck on, so I'll go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I like that. Okay, so instead of going more forward, we'll go harder to the right into the wall, and then 9 steps forward. And then we'll try spamming A here. Lock on. Left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then wiggle, maybe. Yeah, so you see that chunked about a quarter of our stamina, I'd say. If we lose our full stamina bar, we will fall off the ladder. So we have to get to the ladder efficiently. Then once we get up the ladder, eight steps roughly, turn, and we're there. Okay guys, this is doable. I think with this newfound knowledge, we can do this in 5 runs or less. 5. Alright. Let's get this team! Ah. Here we go. Up left. Up left, trust the 10. Right there. Nudge it, hit it. Second drop. Should be about right there. 12 steps. 12. Sorry guys, 1 sec. 15 steps. Wait for bro to wake up. Damn, that dude took so many hits on us. Okay, at this point we should be in our corner. We're gonna go back right. 1, 2. Last guy wake up, start to veer. We're outside, easy. Cleanest outside we've ever made it. Just keep going, keep going. I don't want to unalign myself from where I am on the wall. So we just, at this point, honestly, we just have to assume that we're at the back corner. We may have been turned around from fighting, but we're just gonna roll with it. Our lineup does account for us to just pull like hard into the wall here. So hopefully now we can just take 9 steps, and then we'll be lined up. I just backstep by accident. I'm just trying to spam A. He actually caught it, guys. Holy fuck. Okay. Holy shit. Okay, okay, okay. We can do this right here, guys. We can do this. Left. Double lock. 3, 4, 5. Dude, it is literally the wind. Is that all of them? Holy guys, holy shit, we just killed every rat. Okay. Did we just find the ladder instantly? No way. We totally did, okay. Okay, we found the wrong ladder. Okay, I'm a little concerned what's going on here. What's... We're just gonna run until we find a ladder. Because I'm lost. That was our... no, that was an item. That was an item in the corner that's beside the ladder. It's, and we found the ladder. Holy shit, guys. Holy shit, holy shit. It's definitely not the short ladder. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. 5, 6, 7, 8. Left. Oh. Yes! Let's go! Accept her services, come on. Touch her.
Oh, and I'm not entirely alone just yet.
You're not entirely alone!
Praise the merciful gods above.
Praise them, guys. Holy. From one blind person to another.
Oh, I am Irina of Karim.
I'm Klat of the Bargash channel.
I came to this land so that I might be a firekeeper.
I came here to be the best.
Your touch has freed me from the darkness.
You're welcome.
I am weak and unfit
So am I.
to tend the flames.
That's
But if it
too
would
bad.
not trouble you, might I enter into your service?
You can.
Oh,
Let's go! Okay, team. Okay. That's actually insane, insane progress. Okay. And you guys thought we were done. We're not done. Okay? We're not stopping here. Holy shit. Wow, we actually just did that. That might be sub 25. That was my original goal. But after the footage, that was attempt number 2, I think. So here's what's going to happen. We should be currently facing like the back wall where Arena was. So we're going to try something crazy here. We're going to try something crazy. What we're going to do is we're going to turn around. We should be facing the doorway we came in on. Instead of taking the ladder, we're going to exit out the gate. So let's do this. Right there, right there. We're going to lock in just so we know we're facing forward. Now, for those of you Dark Souls sweats out there, you know that Morn is on our right side, and there's a door, a double door to our left. So we're going to try to free solo and find that double door. The thing is, if we do this, we haven't practiced this, is the thing. But I think it's going to be worth trying to get it. We're going to take, I think, 10 steps. Let's say 12. I'm going to take 12 steps. I'm going to take a hard left, and then I'm going to fucking pray that I'm in front of the door. Here we go, team. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Thing is, it was stone, 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 and like 2 steps of grass. So I'm not very convinced that I'm like far enough out, so I'm going to take 3 more. Alright, now hard left. And just pray, please. Love to hear that sound, guys. Oh my god. Insane progress. We're actually just progressing the game blind. What the fuck? So we should be facing forward at this point. If we keep going forward, we're going to hear the elevator. When we hear the elevator, we're going to stop. Right there. Wow. Oh my god. Okay. Please, Onion Knight, join us. This is actually crazy. This is such a surreal feeling. I don't know how far away he is, so we're just gonna... Okay, we're caught on something. My sword is hitting the right side, not in front of me, so I think I'm in like a right corner. Alright, you get out of my way.
This lift.
Okay, so Onion Knight, he should have come, stepped off, and he would be on the left side, I believe.
This lift.
From memory.
With a little, I got.
So we're gonna try to hit the lift button if we can. hear wood. Back to stone. Wood. There it is. So what we're going to do here is press forward so we're against the stone wall. Shit, hopefully don't drop. I might have gone to... Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Because we want to hit it so that it goes back up, because I think that'll just make it easier for the next run. Okay, okay, so we're going from memory here, guys. This is going to be insane. If we can make it past the Irithyll Knight, sounds like we're out of healing, so we're going to run until we drop off the stairs. We're not going to go down the stairs because I think that'll be tricky, so we're going to run until we drop off. That was fast, okay. Turn hard right. And then we want to veer into the corner of the doorway. We don't want to pass through it quite yet. We're not there. We're not that good. Sounds like we're there. So, okay, in this next room, it's a box with pillars and there's a knight guarding the end. So the doorway is not going to be centered on the room, it's going to be on the left of it. So we need to enter the doorway, move to the right a bit so that we're centered in the room, and then we can hit A on the door. Or we can just run up the left side of the room and then try to like veer right near the end and spam A. That might honestly be easier. Now the Irithyll Knight, he's fairly quiet. His first strike will come quickly, so it'll kind of be like a timing thing. Just spam B at the right time, make sure we have enough stamina to dodge. Let's see if we can get this. Alright, now at this point, I was very turned around. I did not think I was in this corner. I didn't really know exactly where I was. I thought I was on the wall where the door was that I was trying to go into, and I was just not. So the next couple, minute is just me totally lost, trying to find my way in. We're stuck on something. Torches just appeared. Does that mean we're in the room? Getting ready to spin. Now at this point, I had just gone past the torches. I heard the Irithyll Knight swing at me, so I started spam rolling through it. He was a little bit to my right when he swung at me, so I knew to veer to the right because the door would be right behind him. And as you can see, I'm spamming A and I'm spamming B. And I just happened to roll right when I was at the center of the door. If I didn't do that, there's probably a very good chance I would have gone through the door on my first try. Instead, I got caught in this weird corner. My A wasn't hitting anything, and if I wiggled a little harder left, I would have hit the door. So again, just super unfortunate that I didn't get this on my first try. The Irithyll Knight also just stopped attacking me completely for some reason. I don't know what he was doing, but it confused me so much because I'd stopped hearing him, so I assumed I started walking to the exit of the room and he went back to the door, but I was right on the door and he wasn't attacking me. Why is bro not attacking us? Did we just walk out of the room? What the fuck was that? Oh, the door is right there. Man, that was crazy though. Okay, so we hit the elevator. That was insane. Wow, okay, but we did hit our goal, guys. We got arena. That was really the goal of the episode. If you'd like, stay tuned for the next one. We're getting that next bonfire. We were actually so close. So the bonfire is through that door that I was trying to open. So next episode, we're getting that. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next one. Please like and subscribe.